Good morning, and welcome to this morning stream. I have my coffee ready, and we're going to paint Thesally from the Venture Forth podcast today. I know the time is a bit odd, but, well, I had a good night's sleep, and I'm ready for it. I think I will make another stream tonight, so we can paint March or even Ethan, because that's the last two we have. But now it's Thesally. I'm not quite familiar with the time zones, but we can have a look at that. I did something here. If it works. And unfortunately it doesn't. Well, I think it's about 1 or 2 a.m. in the East Coast on the US side, and maybe around 11 p.m. West, 10 or 11. I am not quite sure, maybe midnight-ish. I know some of you are night owls if you're watching. I haven't prepared much of the paint, but as usual, I will start with the skin, the jasper. Oh, we have one little tiny thingy here at her ear. We don't want that. This was some support material from the 3D prints. I think I got a new idea about the silverish skin. Hello, Faye! So, what time is it at your place? Is it about 2 o'clock or something? 2 or 3 o'clock in the night? Have you been up all night since I last streamed? Almost 3 a.m.? So you went to work while watching my stream? Oh my god. Go to bed, girl. Watch the VOD. I know you love to be active here, but you should get some sleep. I don't know how you can manage that. Well, if you're up for it, I'm in the viewers lounge, so we can have a chit chat this morning or night at your place. I made my coffee extra strong. Oh, eating dinner at 3 a.m.? Okay. Yeah. I could do that when I was young. But now, with family and all, when I'm done streaming here, we are going to have a look at my daughter's bunny cage. We have a big bunny cage outside for her big bunny. It's I don't know what it's called in French, but it's a very huge, one of the kind. big black one. And he tries to escape, so we have to make some more security because he's trying to dig himself out of there. We don't like that. We need the cold burst. I can't remember if I was using the High Lord blue or the magic blue for her cape, cloak. They look very similar here on the top, but one is more bright. I think it was the magic blue. No, it was the High Lord. We'll see. Yeah. And he is going to be neutered soon, so that should make him more relaxing, I guess. I think I'll need this. Oh, you're country girl. So you were raised by cows? Oh, not by cows, but you were raised with cows around you. My wife, she had pigs. She grew up on a farm as well. I saw the picture of your dog. It actually looks pretty cute. Okay, so they started a farm. Well, starting a farm, that's a big step to take, isn't it? Or is it just like a hobby farm, or is it full-time farming? Oh, so your dog's name is called Galahad. It reminds me of a hero from a book or something. Was it a movie? Galahad. Where did I hear that name? You see, that's one of the reasons that you should never turn your hobby into living. Then it's not a hobby anymore. Then it's work. And then it's not fun. For me, it's at least. Like, I know there's a lot of people out there trying to make a living of streaming and making YouTube. I'm just doing it for fun because I like it. I like to entertain people. I like to create and share it. But making it my daily job, sometimes I just need a huge break from painting and building things and doing stuff. And I might be offline for streaming or making YouTube video for a couple of months. And then I can get back to it and have fun with it again. And you can't just do that with a job. Then it's just always keep on going because you have to make money of it. Yeah, that's right. Galahad is one of the knights of the Round Table. One of King Arthur's men. Yeah. And I think I've been a bit busy doing all this winter forth. Usually I only stream once a week. Maybe I have one extra stream where I do some creative painting a couple of times a month. But when you have 8 different characters and a project you really are into, I just want to keep on going. And I had my some holiday and vacation for this week. I had the time to do it, and I'm having fun with it. But I am going to take a break from painting online, on stream, for a while, except for my weekly Friday stream with Valorant. But I have been streaming almost every day during the last week. And I can't imagine do that on a daily basis. That would be so hard. Yeah. When you're into something and you just work your ass off just to get it done, and it's just so satisfying when you're done because it was some work you really love doing. I think this High Lord blue color, it almost has, it would be the perfect color if someone was wearing denim pants or something. It has the right blue color for it. But we're gonna change that because I need some highlights on this. And it will just change the total look of it. I don't think Thesally is wearing denim. Yeah, and when this dries up, it will even look more like a denim color. But I'm going to put some brighter blue color on top of it just to make some highlights, and then it won't look like denim. And I also have a pattern here I need to do some highlights on. So. She has a lot of metal and chainmail, so there's not so many details to paint, so we can spend some time on the few details that are here and make him great. I really hope that Marge is coming by for a visit or something in the future. It would be so nice to hear her voice again in an episode. Oh, chainmail. Oh, making his own chainmail. That is pretty cool. I'm following a YouTuber called Cody. I think he lives in one of the northern states, Montana or something next to it. I don't think it's Montana. And he made his own thing. I think it was about 14 pounds. And he was wearing it just to lose weight. He makes some very interesting videos, by the way. He's a chemist, and you don't have to know anything about chemistry to watch his videos. He really understands how to make it interesting and not boring. So are you into those freedom units like pounds, ounces, and stuff like that? Since you grew up in the US, so I guess you are. But for me, it's been bit of turnaround, just trying to convert measurements because I grew up with the metric system. So the simple things is okay. You're trying to use... Yeah, I actually heard that about 1/3 of most American measurements is in metric systems. So I think the US is adapting to it. But since people are growing up with a system, I think it's very hard to let it go 100%. Even if you meet an old carpenter here in Denmark, they still use the Danish variant of an inch. And fun fact about the Danish inch is I think it's a couple of millimeters more than the American inch. And we have this thing called tomestock, a measuring stick. And 1 inch is 1 thumb. So if you have 1 inch, oh, this is in centimeters. But here I have my ruler, and if you have 1 inch, it is almost a thumb. And tomme in Danish is a thumb. So tommeltot is this in Danish. And it fits with the thumb. So how many thumbs, how wide are you in thumbs, you could say in Danish. So I think that's how the measurement appeared. Yeah, we used to use some inches, and the inches or tomme in Danish was a bit different from the English one, that is the one you're using in the USA. It's like there's also a mile in the British and the imperial system, and that's 1.6 kilometers. But in Norway, they also have a mile, but that's 10 kilometers. So there's a big difference there. If you go to Norway and you travel a mile, you actually traveled almost six American miles. So measurements is a very, very odd thing. I think you really have to agree on what system you're using if you're exchanging things. I know there was some problems with a European satellite, I think. Or was it... No, it was a satellite from NASA, and they should build a part for it in France. And they sent all the measurements for that part for the satellite. And when they got it in return, it was just way too tiny, because the French scientists, they built it from the metric system, but they should have built it in inches. Hey Liz, how are you? We are painting Thesally from the Venture Forth podcast. And I'm not painting very much, I'm just talking. I always talk when Faye is around. And you. Now you're here, and now I will talk even more. So how are you? How is it going with your stories and comic books, Liz? I'm painting the Thesally. She's called. She's Asimar Palanin from the Venture Forth podcast. If you're not familiar with it and you like a very good story, and I know you do, you should go listen to it. They have almost 100 episodes that are between 1.5 and 2 hours long. And it's professional actors telling this... oh, it's not progressing still. What do you mean about that? Yeah, they are still doing episodes. Once a week, there's a new episode. And we are getting close to episode 100. I think last Wednesday was episode 97. So we are getting pretty close. And they're doing an amazing job. And I got so much into that story, I decided I wanted to put some faces on these characters. So I went to the Hero Forge and designed these 3D models based on the descriptions in the story. Oh, your comics aren't progressing. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you stuck? Is it a writer's block? By the way, Lisa, the music you're hearing is also from that specific podcast, the Venture Forth. They're writing their own music for the podcast, and it's always running in the background of the sessions. It really gets you in the mood for painting when you know these characters. Yeah, the music is great, Faye. I'm sorry to hear that you're stuck. Do you need some ideas or inspiration, something you want to share with us? I would really like to see you being able to move on and get creative. Oh, yeah, anxiety. That's a terrible thing. It's like you want to do it, but you're afraid to. If you start doing it, you will do it wrong. I know that feeling. But I think when you just get started, the paint will guide you in the right direction, or the pen, or whatever you're doing. Just throw yourself into it. I think that's the best way to go. Just jump right into it with an open mind and just say, I can do this. I know it's hard. It's really hard. I've been there. But if you are able to just take that step and just jump into it in free fall and hope for the best. I think you can do it. About her skin color, we tried to do some metallics earlier, and I'm actually into that idea. I did something on, yeah, I might as well admit it. I did the 32 millimeter in the revised version. It's very hard to see here, but there is a tiny shine of metallics in her skin here on the tiny model. And it's very hard to see on cam. But this is the goal we are going for on the big model. So I did the experiment off stream because I wanted to make sure that I could repeat it again on stream with a success. So I will use this metallic silver, just a tiny drop. And then I will use this Dorado skin. And we need plenty of that. And some pearl pigment toner. Just to make it a bit more pale. The opal skin, I tried to do that, and you will look like a pig. So if you look at my wet palette here we have the silver, the pearl pigment, and the Dorado skin. And I'll just take one tiny drop of this silver because it's very, very concentrated metallic. You can see it is almost getting gray here. And then I will start to mix in some of the So we have some tiny metal flakes in this skin color now. And it will actually shine through. And I will need my funny glasses. And I used the wrong brush for this job. This one is the big one. And I'm not very good at putting on makeup, but I'll do my best trying to... Oh, yeah, see you, Lisa. And I hope to see you here again soon. Lisa is just such a nice person. She's from Finland. And she also do a lot of creative stuff, writing stories, translating texts. Yeah, I really have a lot of people coming here. When I just started streaming, most of it was gaming and playing Valorant, and I had primarily a lot of teenagers, kids coming here, and we were just playing Valorant and hanging out. But over time, when I'm doing more of these creative streams, a lot of other creative people are arriving here, and it's awesome. One of the greater personalities that is in here is actually Mike Mowens. I just give him a shout out here. That guy, he's doing a lot of painting and he's very good at it. He streams as a full-time job, doing a lot of commission work, and he stops by sometimes, and yeah, mostly I hang out in his stream when he's online. He has such a great personality and a very warm heart and passion for the painting. And he's trying to build this huge community of creativity, which I'm very proud of being a part of. The only problem I found with using the metallic paint in the skin tone is that it's not that transparent as it used to be when I'm thinning it down with water. So the jasper skin doesn't shine through that much, but it's okay. As long as I get that effect with the silver glow. Well, and what I really like is with Venture Forth is a lot of the backstories are still like something you don't know all about, and you just get pieces of it from episode to episode. I really like that style. Like the story about Alma's parents. Who are they? Or are they? Was it her parents that dropped her off at that monastery? Not to spoil much. Yeah, Mike, his work is just insanely good. And he streams every day. Unfortunately, it's probably when you sleep. And he's very good at this thing called NMM, which is a non-metallic metallic. I have not tried out that technique. That's one of the techniques I'm very afraid of doing because I'm afraid I will not be good at it. But I also know if I don't try it, I will never be good at it. But it's about using real paints without the metallic flakes in it and make a look that is metallic. And it's one of the hardest tasks to do when you are painting miniatures, because you really have to know about how light is inflicting and reflects on metals. Hey! Hello, Shane! How are you? Yeah. The non-metallic metallic is so hard to do. But I will try it one day. But not on stream when I want to master that skill before I do it on stream. But I got a very good explanation from it, how to do it and how to work with it. Because if you look in a comic book, you're not the slightest in doubt if you see something that's metal. But there's no metallic in a comic book. It's all about colors and how the light hits it. Yeah, I found a method how to make her skin a bit metallic. We were talking about that before you came. I use a slight drop of metallic paint and mix it in with some pearl pigment and some Doro skin. Yeah, and I like to try out new things as well. So, but I want to be very secure of what I'm doing if I'm going to do it on a stream. Oh, thank you, and welcome, River. How do you say that? Raven. I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher that name. That's just way too long for me. And I'll just need to make a cup of coffee. I have some instant coffee here behind me, so... Oh, ads. Yeah, I'm sorry I can't disable those. I really tried to reduce it to a minimum with those ads. And it's so annoying that Twitch is forcing people to be a subscriber if they don't want to look at ads. But it makes sense for people who's trying to make a living of streaming on Twitch. But I don't want to make money. I just want to... On Twitch, I do want to make money, but not on Twitch. I want it to be accessible for everyone without annoying ads, but sorry about that. Yeah, and I already did the 32 mil in a revised version, so she got her 2 swords. Hello, Rebecca. I managed to do the silver on her skin. Oh, thank you for the sub. I really appreciate that. And now my alert worked. It didn't work in my new overlay because it was not enabled. I'm so glad it worked. Yeah, thank you. I just had to do something more fantasy-like than all the other stuff. I have some voice lines from Valorant when I'm doing Valorant. Here, if I change the overlay, and that's the funny part. If I go here and yeah, here we have the creative.
Hey, Ole, someone subscribe to your channel.
And that's my Valorant overlay. But right now we are in creative mode, and I will be up here. So you're up late as well? What time is it in California right now? Is it, I guesstimated it was about 11 p.m. or something. Oh, 12:30, okay. Well, you're a bunch of night owls. I think I will paint March tonight. And then Ethan in tomorrow morning. I just put my finger in my paint. Ole, you dum-dum. Yeah. But you are still some pretty young people, and partying all night is not a problem for you. You can get your sleep when you get old. Oh, it's hard to drink coffee with these glasses on. I think this is one of my favorite tracks. It's so calming to listen to, and it really gets me in the mood when I'm painting. It's so relaxing to hear that. You did a great job there, Shane. And when I published the Schreier video yesterday, there was no copyright claims. So that was just fantastic. Then I don't have to make a dispute, and it takes so forever to get those through. And when I look down my list of YouTube videos and I can see the copyright claims is none on all of them, it makes me so happy. I have some other live streams where I use some music that I thought was copyright free, and it still appeared to be with a copyright claim on it, and I didn't understand why. So pretty annoying. Oh, it was one of the first one you wrote. I really like it. And I know you're using it a lot in the background when you have these deep conversations in the podcasts. It's like you don't even notice that it's there, but if it wasn't there, you would definitely notice it, if you know what I mean. It just makes it puts some more feeling into that these deep dialogues you have between the characters. Talking about all kinds of stuff like getting into the old gods or the new gods. Okay, let's see what we can do about... Oh, we need to do that scarring on her pretty face. I wonder what actually caused that scar. Can't wait to hear the story about that. And I think I will put a tiny, tiny drop of a very different blue in her eye. I'll be right back. Just one second. Well, that was a really short break. Yeah, I will... Oh, we need some of this steel metallics. the more paint that gets on this miniature, the more I see a lot of details I wasn't aware of. And what I said in the beginning that there was not many details on this miniature is actually not true. It's just like it's coming to the surface when you start to do all the painting. But painting the non-metallic metallics is a future project I'm so much into, but it still scares me a lot. But this will not be a very good thing to start with on a character like Thesally, because there's so much metallics on her. I might start with on a miniature that has maybe just a sword that's metallic, and then just try to do that. This music, it's just want to make me like float away. Just being in a fantasy world, looking into the skies, see the clouds passing by. Yeah, it's just the official ones from the YouTube channel. Okay, that's great. My glasses fell into my coffee. Well, I got a disclaimer. Don't drink coffee while wearing funny glasses. They could fall into your coffee. And it's not a disclaimer, it's a warning. Yep, they went for a swim. But they actually needed that because now I can see better. Yep. Oh, I forgot to put this in water. Don't want to destroy my new expensive brushes. I got these, yeah, this is the Capel series. They're still expensive, but not as expensive as these Winsor & Newton. These are synthetics, and this is a real hair. I don't know what the animal is called in English. It's from a rodent, I think. Like a mink hair. But they say they should last for a very long time, so... And they are really good. I have so much more control. Yeah, like the standard brushes that comes with a starter paint kit. I have this from the Army Painter for base coating. I think these brushes is about, converted into dollars, it's about maybe $2 or $3 for a brush, and it's a good value for the money. And but if you look at the tip on this one, now it's yeah, it's dry. Just it's very hard to keep it pointy. But these more expensive brushes, this is both synthetic brushes. It just keeps the point better, and it is thicker up here, and that's what we call the belly of the brush, and it's actually where the paint is contained. So I can just dip this in paint, and it will suck up the paint into the belly and just distribute it to the tip. This one here, on the other hand, the tip has a very great chance of drying out over time, and you have to wetten it and dip it in paint again. But this one here will last a lot longer. Yeah, it's pretty fancy. And what I just love is, like, if you see here, just put a light pressure, it just fans out the brush, so I can paint very large, not very big, but larger surfaces. And then it still contracts again to a very pointy. So it keeps the shape, and that's what I love with these bit more expensive brushes. And to take extra good care of my brushes, I have some balm. Like I think you girls will know it when you put it in your hair. This is almost the same thing. It's just a bit thicker substance. And if you just wetten it, it's very good for cleaning the brushes. I still have too much paint on this. And it will keep the hairs on the brush nice and soft. And then you can shape it in. Even brushes that has minor defects, you can actually save them with this.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, that dragonborn comes with a voice will.
That's not what? I ran out of tunes in the playlist. would be awesome to have a great classical concert like Adventure Forth. In your ears, music live by Shane. And the great orchestra. Like the concert they did for Lord of the Rings and Star Wars. Yeah, someday. That would be awesome. Yeah. Exactly. It was so funny here the other day when Russ was streaming, and I wrote in the chat that I was looking forward to the new Venture Forth TV show directed by Peter Jackson, and he didn't get it. It was so hilarious. I think I gave him so many hints in that joke, but we are actually getting pretty close to finishing up painting all these characters. I will do March on stream tonight, and I hope I can do Ethan tomorrow morning. So if you trust me with an address, I can ship all these miniatures to you. I would really appreciate that if you can figure something out. Everything will be totally safe and disclosed. Yeah, that's so much rush. That's just awesome. Just send me a direct message, and you have my full disclosure. I know in this world of digital, and you have to be safe. My address, on the other hand, is actually public available, but I just feel like I have nothing to hide, but I think it's very important to stay safe. would actually like to have some more color in that belt. Oh, thank you. I just need to do some dry brushing on her cape. Don't need the glasses for that. Oh, cold coffee. But we need a dry brush and we'll go with this one. The Viking Blue. Oh, that needs a shake. Yeah. Good night, Rebecca, and thank you for being here. I will put up some images on Discord, and you can look at the VOD. So have a very good sleep, sleep tight, and don't let the bedbugs bite. We are almost done here. I just need to dry brush the cape and do some basing, and then we are done. Oh, we also need some, I almost forgot that. The gold. And the shiny silver. But before we do the basing, I will just sign it. And my basing box. A couple of drops of darkwood. Oh. And if any of you saw my YouTube video I published yesterday, I made these homemade tufts, and I think I'm going to use them on this model here. Yeah, tufts. I love tufts. Oh, thank you. Yeah, but they are very time consuming, so I don't think I'm gonna do this again, but it was fun to do it. Whoa. And we are done with Thesally. Let's see if anyone else is online this morning, so we can find someone to raid. Oh, Animan! He's another American. He's also from California, and he does a lot of anime gaming and fun stuff, and you can make him dance on stream. He's playing Resident Evil right now, and it's so hilarious to watch him getting scared. So I think we're gonna rate him. I'm sending you over to Animan, and say hello from me. And thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, even tonight. Bye.